If you've started and stopped your coaching practice more times than you'd like to admit, you're not the only one. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to approach marketing in a way that stretches you without tearing your spirit. A way to finally break out of the learning loop and begin booking clients with confidence. Because here's what I know to be true. You can have the niche, you can have the logo, you can have the website, and still have zero clients. It really makes you wonder why some coaches have no problem booking clients, while the rest of us, we're stuck, researching, tweaking, second-guessing everything about our businesses, just hoping that this time, finally, someone will see us. And when I compared myself, I know you shouldn't compare, but when I was looking at what these successful coaches were doing, I didn't realize that I was looking at the middle part of their seemingly successful journey. Not how they started. Most of us, especially if we're introverts, we don't leap into anything with an "I don't care, let's give it a try" attitude. Because we do care. We care deeply about how we'll be seen, about how we'll be judged, and about whether we'll be presenting ourselves like we actually know what we're doing. We want to look polished, but we end up feeling so incredibly awkward that it's really hard to keep showing up online. So instead of practicing and developing these new skills, we go back to what feels comfortable, learning, researching, and staying behind the scenes. And you see, that's our real problem. We keep doing the same things, hoping, expecting different results. But it's not about revisiting your niche. It's not about building a rigid 90-day content calendar. It's about trying something different, something like a project that's low pressure, that it's structured, and it feels safe. A project that gives you space to learn, to test, to talk about what you're doing without having to sell your soul or feel like a fraud. That's exactly what Legacy Builders has been for me. It's a reason for me to show up on social media. It's a reason to learn marketing skills. And it's a reason to practice promoting digital products that are not my own without the pressure to get it all perfect. It really feels more like a hobby or an experiment. And the thing I love about it, this is not a lifelong commitment. So if you've been waiting for the right place to begin your coaching or healing business again, Legacy Builders might be a great, new, and different starting point. After all, you've already done so much work to get your business off the ground. You've completed the coaching certifications, you've read the books, and maybe you've even taken a business course or two. But how do you turn all that you've learned into something that people will actually see and respond to? For me, that was always the mystery. And the thing is, when friends and family don't understand what you're trying to build, it's easy to feel like you're whispering your dream into the void. And if you take just one thing from this video, let it be this. Just because someone else doesn't understand your vision yet, doesn't mean that it's not real. After all, you are not an aspiring coach. You are a ready but not yet recognized guide to many. And what you need right now is not more information. It's a project that moves you forward, step by step, until you evolve into that next version of yourself. As my friend and coach Liza Jane Wolfe says, rise or repeat. And you, my friend, if you're watching this video, you're ready to rise to the next level, to take your coaching practice to the next level. Now let's take a moment to just reframe what's happened so far. You've tried to get your coaching or healing business off the ground probably more than once. And each time after that first wave of excitement and determination, things didn't go the way that you had hoped. Maybe, like me, your emotions slid from hopeful to disappointed to discouraged to disheartened until eventually you just throw your hands up in the air and you just walk away from it. And then a few months or maybe a year later, what does your inner being start to do? She starts whispering, "Psst, psst, Donna, are you ready to try again?" Let me know in the comments if you've been on that emotional roller coaster too. Now there's something that I've come to believe with absolute certainty. If this calling, your calling, hasn't gone away by now, it's never going to. So maybe it's time we stopped calling it a failure and start calling it what it really was, a false start. And false starts, they're part of the process. Olympic athletes, elite performers, even NASCAR drivers have false starts. All it means is that you are anxious or so excited and you jumped the gun. It happens. You didn't do anything wrong. You were navigating something entirely new. It's like someone handed you a map, but they didn't tell you which way was north. You had no clear orientation, so of course you just went around in circles, trying to find the sign that you missed the first time around. And starting again, that takes courage. It takes a lot of courage, because people remind you that, oh, you already tried that coaching thing. They'll tell you to settle, to be happy with your safe, soul-sucking job. But you know you're meant for more. And if you're watching this video, chances are you're already thinking about starting again. But you're also wondering, what's the point? Won't I just end up going in circles again? So today I invite, I encourage, and I challenge you to do something daring. Allow yourself to start fresh. Leave behind the shame, the self-blame, the secret embarrassment that whispers, you should have figured this out by now. Because those thoughts, they can't take you to your clients. And honestly, your future clients don't want to work with someone who believes those thoughts either. Let's try this way to think about it on for size. There's a version of you, your future self, who's already running that purposeful, profitable practice that you desire. She knows what she's doing. She speaks with confidence. She works with clients who recognize and appreciate her. She is your inner CEO, and she knows things. But right now, you are like her apprentice. And don't worry, you're not behind, you're just in training. You're learning the skill she needs you to master today so she can fully emerge tomorrow. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting you aren't qualified to grow your practice now. I just think it's a good idea to train for the role that you're stepping into as well. So here's where I think many unprofitable coaches get stuck. They wait until they feel like a CEO before they ever take those steps to becoming her. And the only way to become her is to start practicing the skills she'll use, one imperfect but powerful step at a time. Because that is where most of us get stuck. We think we need a business plan, a niche, a full content strategy, when really we just need a project that gives your inner CEO something to grow through, a project that gives you a safe space to experiment, to build your confidence and develop the muscles that she's going to rely on, because she knows you're not behind, and she knows you're ready to take a different approach. One that encourages messy practice instead of polished perfection. One that heads in a general direction, not toward some rigid, predetermined destination. One that feels like a fun and creative project, not a restrictive plan. So if you've been trying to grow your coaching practice without making real progress, you probably don't need another strategy. You might just need a practice project. Something that's low pressure with just enough structure to give you direction and a reason to show up every day, but without the pressure to get it all right the first time. For me, legacy builders seemed like something fun to try, and maybe even a chance to earn a little extra money. But it turned out to be exactly what I wish I had years ago. A place to practice showing up on social media, a way to learn marketing by doing it and not just reading about it, and most importantly, a chance to promote something real without the emotional weight of promoting my own deeply personal offers. Because here's what no one talks about. It's one thing to learn marketing from a book or a course or watch other people do it. And it's another thing entirely to market your own heart-centered work when you're not confident talking about it yet. And Legacy Builders fills that gap. Instead of pushing myself to promote my own services again, I get to practice by promoting an online course that I'm really enjoying and that I'm learning so much from. Over the past 11 months, I have been experimenting. I've tried different platforms, I've tested different post styles, and I'm getting clearer on how I naturally communicate. And I'm also learning what kinds of content connect with people who think and make decisions differently than I do. And I'm not doing this because I have to. I'm doing it because I want to. I want to grow into the version of me who feels comfortable and confident and capable of talking to more people about my own programs, and so I'm doing that with the Legacy Builders program now. And the thing I love is I don't feel like there's a right way. I feel like this is a discovery process, and I'm discovering through practice what my right way actually looks like. And here's what I've discovered so far. With every post or video I create, I break out of learning mode and I step into doing mode. And I've started to understand, or have a better understanding, of how this whole marketing thing works. It's like strategic spaghetti throwing. You've heard that expression, right? Just throwing spaghetti at the wall. Here's the thing, the more you toss, the more you begin to see what sticks. And eventually, what sticks starts to look like art. Because I certainly still don't have it all figured out. But now I have a project that I return to day by day by day. It's flexible and it's an empowering project that's keep me moving toward my bigger dream. To finally earn income online doing something that I love, without it taking over my entire life. So if you've been looking for a way to move forward, not perfectly, but purposefully, this might be the place for you to begin too. Legacy Builders is more than just a course or a checklist. It's a project you can shape around your own schedule, your own energy, and your own growth curve. Notice I didn't say learning curve, I said your growth curve. It's a chance to learn how to market your services in a way that feels like an extension of how you already serve your clients, or how you want to serve your clients. So whether you're rebuilding after a false start or stepping into your coaching practice for the very first time, this project style of learning can help you try, test, and discover what works best for you. And don't worry, your inner CEO, your future self, she'll be whispering in your ear the whole time. So just make sure you're paying attention. Because like you, she has a quiet nature, and she can be drowned out by all the external noise too. But she'll be there to remind you, right when you need it the most, that you're not behind. She's already doing the work that you're dreaming of doing. And she's not judging your timeline. She's simply encouraging you to take the next small step toward her. If you want to learn how to use the Legacy Builders as a fun project of self-discovery and delight, I would say, type project in the comments and I'll send you my Master the Marketing Side of Success mini guide. And if the idea of marketing your services still makes your skin crawl, check out this video next. I'll walk you through the psychology behind the sales tactics that we all dread and share a more conscious way to market your magic.